Whenever you're ready.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
No, you've done this, haven't you?
Whatever. Hi folks, welcome to Bluffers to Buffers. I'm Bob.
And I'm just adjusting the microphone. Let's do it one more time. Sorry.
Go on,
There you
stop.
go.
Hi folks, welcome to Bluffers to Buffers. I'm Bob.
And I'm Ben, and it's happening. The update, the long-awaited update, awaited
Feel like
by.
there'll be drum rolls, there'll be fireworks and stuff happening.
I have to be honest with you. I made this video a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, in that time, you've had COVID.
I have.
We've had a killer death heat wave, so I can't actually remember what's on the video. But it's a bit of a recap. If you're new to the channel and wonder what all this is about, do you want to explain it?
It's about us, well, mainly him, doing model railway stuff. Not toy trains, because you get told off for that. And we haven't done anything for ages because the world's turned upside down and around. And he's going to show me a video and then we'll chat about it.
Yeah, so this is basically things what I have done.
Brilliant.
A mixture of stuff that I have done, that is English, and excuses, okay? So let's get going.
Go for it.
I know, let's click, I'm going to click play.
Go on then.
May or may not work. The latter, it seems, at the moment. That's the wrong button, that's why.
It's normally like a triangle.
Professional show business. So yeah, this is
Here we go, the station.
a little funny thing. When you watch it back,
Yeah.
when you don't watch it back, that
Yeah.
was just a little text message, me to you, saying we need to do another update.
Oh right, excellent. Yes we do. Wow, look at that.
That is symbolic of
It
the
is.
time it's taken for this to happen.
It is dusty. Cool, you're getting good at all this, aren't you?
I don't know about
What?
that.
Wow.
Get dubstep for the kids, right?
Nice. Do you remember when computers were like that? Amazing.
Are you excited?
I am.
The problem is,
Yeah.
I've done a lot but not done much, so this is kind of everyone who's been excited about this, all two people.
Could be a massive letdown.
Yeah, so let's not oversell it.
Okay.
Just, even though that little intro is quite
That was pretty
overselling it.
special,
Yeah,
to be
it's-
fair.
It's oversold it. So if you're still
Is
watching,
that basically what you spent all your time on?
if you're still watching, let's start with excuses,
Yeah,
Bob.
okay.
So, it's difficult to have a hobby and real life, I find, discuss. Partly
Yes.
because, as demonstrated here, I have spent a bit of time. Sorry. If I'm-
This is one-to-one stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've been. What takes up a bit of my time these days, in between family life and everything else, is but volunteering at the Blue Rail Railway.
Yeah.
And it's a balancing act when you've got a family and a life, and then you slot a new thing into your spare time. It becomes difficult to find the time to also do the other hobby.
Yeah, definitely. You've gone in quite hard with the train thing.
Yeah, which is weird considering I'm ambivalent towards trains.
Got quite hard, to be fair.
I know.
Oh look, model railways. I know, let's just play the real thing.
Well, I think one led to another because
Yeah, obviously.
I want to know more about them from an engineering point of view as much as anything else.
Yeah, fair enough.
When I first started on this journey, I didn't have any clue what anything was, and I still don't really. But at least now I know that that's a black one.
That one's been polished.
That's me there.
Yeah, there you are,
Yeah,
look.
black hat on and everything. Anyway, I want to know about how they work, and I tell you what, it's great being part of it as much as anything else because you're part of keeping history alive. So this is just some clips and what have you from when I've been there.
Behind the scenes things, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's nice.
So that's a big part of why not much has happened on the layout, just purely because I haven't had the time. I don't know when you get into a hobby, you go deep as well. You
Oh,
say about
massively.
I've gone hard on
Well,
this,
you have
but
gone, that's
I think you
quite
go
hard.
harder though, because so when I've been at work all day,
Yeah.
when I get home,
Yeah.
I don't want to go out and do things
No.
in the shed or on the layout,
Right.
because when I'm doing that, I want to spend a bit of time and produce something meaningful. 'Cause if I know I've only got an hour or hour and a half, I'll go out there, tidy up a bit.
It's difficult to get your head into it.
Yeah, and also all this running all these social media channels takes up a lot of time. I think we've spoken about it before, but you think, oh, I'll get some pictures for Instagram or whatever. Before you know it, you spent an hour fannying about.
Oh, definitely. Because we don't just put pictures up.
No.
And all the little sidelines that both of us do.
Yeah.
We take a photo, then we edit it, and then we.
What do you mean? Mine are like.
Oh, well, yours just out.
pure.
Oh, are you?
Mine are pure. Yeah.
Well, maybe you need to give us some lessons because
Yeah.
mine ain't.
But, it does. It's quite a bit. It takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, of course it does.
And no. I think that's my excuses done. I can't remember how much.
They were some excuses.
There was some excuses.
Plus COVID. Plus you went on holiday.
I went on holiday and it
Yeah.
was really, really hot, death killer
Yeah.
heat wave.
And we got quite busy at work.
Busy at work.
Which was nice.
Yeah. So
And
sometimes
did we mention COVID?
COVID. No, but that was because we did other things in COVID, and COVID isn't the thing anymore, is it?
No, but
Oh, you had
we
it last
actually
week,
had
didn't
COVID.
You had it last week, didn't you?
You had it.
Well, I had it when it was more serious. Like last year, I had last year's
Oh,
COVID.
really?
Yeah,
Sorry,
you got
yeah.
this weak one.
I've got Mac too.
Yeah, we shouldn't really joke about
No,
it.
not really.
You know, that's killed it. Well, no pun intended. But
Don't worry, I'm still getting over
yeah,
it. Just
well,
don't worry about it.
that's
Do you know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
not. So yeah, that's a pictorial musing of the things that I do at Blue.
I think most people that are probably watching us will have multiple hobbies and things and probably will understand to a certain degree.
Yeah, but I mean, some people who are content YouTube channels and all that, and fair play to them for having that
definitely.
time. I ain't got that time. I'd love to, but I ain't got that time. So basically, what I'm saying to you is you'll get what you're given.
Who's that?
That's don't know.
I didn't think
I went
you
to
were
a
allowed to do
party.
that
I went to a
anymore.
party like that.
Shut up.
Straight afterwards.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so funny.
they didn't find it funny.
No?
No. Was there any progress? Was that you asking that, isn't it? Or
Well, have you got any progress?
I've done some progress.
Excellent.
So if my memory serves me correctly, this is how it was. See that? Look, that's like it's vintage.
Yeah, like it.
So this is how it was some months ago. I think the last time we did a layout update, I was building that building in the top
Yeah.
right, wasn't I?
Really? That long
Inspired
ago?
by that building.
Yeah,
behind the
yeah,
workshop.
behind
But
us.
that is over a year ago.
Crazy.
I was never really happy with it. Never really.
What weren't you happy about it
It
with?
just wasn't. The thing with low relief stuff, it looks good from one angle, but you move round and all of a sudden, like that block of flats there, you've got half a
Yeah.
building.
Okay.
And great for certain photography angles, as I say, but for me, when I was taking pictures from like the end where the loco is now, I could see it in the background, and I didn't really. It
You weren't
wasn't.
vibing.
It weren't happy. I weren't happy with it. So, and the big problem I've got is I've got to get this bit of the layout finished before I can carry on moving round. So,
Right, gotcha.
Is
this old footage or new footage?
this is new footage when I made this video, but now there's a bit of it which has changed since I made this video. But anyway,
It's starting
so
to look
I've
worn
changed.
in, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
It's starting to
well,
look...
I've changed the back scene from the one you just watched now, and we've got pretty much all the way around the shed now.
Right.
And I think that back scene, so when you look at it from below there, this bit of scenery on the bottom of the top level, as it were, blends in across, as it were. So
Yeah. A better proportion, as it
I think it flows better. That's the word I'm looking for.
Good.
And you see, I've done away with that house, and I've put some wildlife in there, which I just think with the new back scene.
I think works better.
Yeah,
I think it looks cleaner.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a lot happier with it now, which has meant I can then crack on with the rest of it, because what I found was one bit would be holding me up, and I couldn't find a way of getting on with the rest of it. So I've got to get this back section here done
Yeah.
to be able to move on to the next section, because in front of that is going to be a big triangular board with more industrial bits and what have you. But obviously I won't be able to reach across to the back. So that was going to be the original plan, houses, if you remember.
Yeah.
Sorry viewers, I've got a really itchy nose.
We've got lots of little spiders in the workshop today, and
so,
it's...
should we have a little pause for a little itch break? Anyway, so that's what it was. It was going to be houses.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's...
Whoa.
Ooh.
Glitch.
Sorry, it's glitching the matrix there. That's alright, so I can edit that out with the itchy nose bit.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You were showing me that you were going to put houses there.
No, I don't know why nothing else is happening on the video. Is
it glitching? No, it's...
Have you seen that though?
Have we?
I don't know. So anyway, there was going to be houses there, but do you know what? It didn't work for me. Probably would someone with a bit more talent. Here we go. Doesn't work. Fetch them off.
Ouch.
And away. And you can see the old back scene there as well.
Yeah.
So I got into my mind that perhaps we'd have like an industrial area back there.
Yeah. You already had some quite nice buildings and stuff, didn't you?
Well, industrial ones.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure we've had them in the video before.
So this is what it is now, which is obviously a marked
dead smart.
improvement. I quite like this bit of embankment in the corner there. Also, I think flows with the into the back scene a bit better. And this is moving round now, so this is all going to be embankment and grass and what have you. Which work because this is now a taller back scene as well, so we've got more sky. And it just because a lot of what I do with it is take pictures. For me, I needed it to be half sensible with the eye. Obviously, we've got the canal starting to come on there as well, which will come through and forward into the front section of the scene. But since I shot this video, I've done a lot more grass work at the back, which I'll drop a picture of. See, this is something else I had to incorporate, was these tunnel mouths, which is not a very often seen part of it, but I couldn't just leave it. I couldn't, it had to be.
Yeah. No, it was good. It's all the little things in it. Just takes time.
It does, and like at the weekend, I spent 3 hours doing what equates to like an area like that big, that you're not even really going to see because it's behind that bridge. This is a cool little thing. Bunter's Yard, remember him from previous videos? He made that cabinet enclosure there, and I've got a couple more which have been all vandalised to put on the layout. Yeah, this is the bit that I was working on at the weekend, so now it looks different to that. I'll drop an image in now. Good, doesn't it?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Back to this. This is the canal.
Is that a billboard up the top?
It is, yeah. Yeah, this is going to be the canal. I'm not going to be able to pour water in there, but I saw quite a good idea in the magazine, which I'm going to try. Yeah. Because I've painted the colour underneath, a bit of perspex.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
And then you fill the edges in with grass and weeds, so you can't see that it's perspex, but you get the shine there.
Yeah. You
see through it to the murkiness underneath. It may or may not work, but because it's all got to come apart, I just cannot work out a way that I can fill that with.
Sounds like a good idea.
Resin.
Yeah.
Make it look half sensible. So yeah, and another thing I've done, there was kitchen units above there, wasn't there?
Yes.
Fetch them out so I could get the height of the back scene and eventually get some more like. Got a bit more stock.
For the stock there.
All of that, it's 21.50 now because of inflation and what have you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to lose that cabinet in the corner because I could get the height on this section, even though it's slightly lower than the bed of the truck.
It seems to flow an awful lot better.
Yeah, it's improved a lot. Yeah, it's just it's a problem. It's a problem.
You're definitely gonna have to take your socks off to count all them, aren't you?
Yeah. So this is just the other end of the layout. The back scene's continuous now, so it's one continuous back scene all the way around. Again, it looks nicer behind that, which is the original board from this layout.
Yeah.
Coming around here, this is where the station's going to be in a cut because no one wants to see where the station's going to be. And this is down low West Crowtham, as we've already seen.
Yeah.
I haven't really done anything to this area.
You had a little driv, you had a few little
Yes,
running
well, in a
sessions.
minute, but I'm going to introduce you to the new, because I've utilising now a new method of controlling and running the layout, which
Really?
yeah, makes a huge difference. Because there's like 100,000 points whatever on the blooming thing. It was getting a bit confusing. I know I wasted loads. I not wasted, but I made that panel. If you remember.
Did, yeah.
It was still real confusing, man. And then this, just to interrupt myself, has gone. Sound fitted by Rocco Models. But, anyway,
Amazing.
yeah, new controller, Rocco Z21. So it's a app-based system.
Okay.
Works by, it's got its own
Future.
Yeah, it's got its own router. I filmed this like at the start of the year because I'm wearing a hoodie and it was chilly. So you can. What I like about this is you get your track layout there. Look, wallop. You spend your time designing that. So that's my lower level layout.
Yeah.
You put all your points in, and then you can set routes. So say I want to go round the outermost loop of all of it. I program in a route. Press one button. It changes all the point motors. So that route is then
Does it
live.
for you.
And you can see that it's all not going to crash and explode because it's green. Simple.
Oh, yeah,
It's
they're
idiot.
like-
yeah.
okay, yeah.
So it's green, so I know that that's the route we're taking.
It's bluffer proof.
It's yeah. I mean, you've got to spend a bit of time programming in the point motors and what have you, and obviously
Oh,
that's
that's
when you
so
vote.
unprofessional.
that
isn't
is
it?
unprofessional. You have to
That's
pause or
so
something.
unprofessional.
Is this she who must be a babe?
It's my mum.
Hold on 2 seconds. Just check the camera's still recording. What are you talking about?
Can I call you back in a minute? Okay, thank you. So unprofessional.
Yeah, it's good. It's still recording. Anyway, so
You do watch this, Mum, thanks.
Yeah.
You won't watch
Yeah,
it.
no.
Doesn't matter. I think
what were we saying?
You were showing me how great this was.
Oh, yeah,
It was
and then-
bluffer proof.
Yeah, it's me proof. So obviously I've got the lower level, which has got all of those routes on it, and then I've got the upper level, and then I've got the shunting bit in the yard. So there's a lot of things going on, and I was just what's really annoying is when you get it goes on the points and it's all the wrong way and it all beeps and it just gets annoying. So you program your layout in. I'm obviously
Is this £21.20?
this was it's 21.50. So what I'm going to do now, Bob, is just to show you. That's the shed. That's the ridge.
Yeah.
That's the original yard
Yeah.
simplified. So I can set it there. So come into shed road 1, road 2, road 3, road 4, road 5, and then.
So this is another page. So you
Yes.
set up your thing and then
Yes.
you set. Oh, right, okay, cool.
And it's as simple as you get a bit of track. I'm going to show you how to do it now. Tell it to go away with those things like I was doing. Bit of track. The straight line signifies a straight bit of track. Then you've got some, I don't know what I've done there, points and a bit more straight track. Look at that, and that bit's not connected, but so you bang it in, you put all your drawings in and what have you. I don't know what I'm doing there.
So
There
you,
we go.
you
There we
don't
go.
do fiddly, and that looks
No.
a little bit fiddly.
Well, it kind of is. I think my iPad's getting on a bit because you touch it sometimes and nothing happens.
Poor blood flow.
But it just goes to show you haven't got to be a genius to work it. Because I can. Yeah. So,
Delete.
Yeah, that's what I literally just did. Look, delete. Yeah. So you put your bit of track in. I mean, the layout took me 4.5 weeks to do.
Amazing.
Then what you do, you get your point, you set what point number it is if you've got preset point numbers, so enter those details. So that is now whatever I put in, point number something. And you set on and off which way round you want it, and then it's literally a case of tapping it for one way, tapping it for the other, or deleting it like I've done there, which is really good. Fiddly. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm deleting it off of the thing. This is not relevant now.
No,
But it's that simple.
I see what you were doing. You were trying to explain to the
Yeah.
viewers that it's really easy.
Yeah. There are videos on how to do this probably better than this one. All I can say is that it's actually made using the layout a lot more enjoyable now
Yeah.
because there's no shorting out and what have you. I'm changing something here. Why am I doing this? Such a long time ago. But yeah, principle of the matter is I can now, if I've got a loco in shed lane 1 that I want to get out, I just press one button, all the points change to the right way, and it can go out. By the same token, if I've got one over there, you know. And when it comes to the locos themselves, obviously you have to put each one in.
Yeah.
But you take a picture of it, you put all the information in, so you just choose which one you want. Oh, well, I want that blue one. Bosh.
Can you control anything else off of this? Is it just the layout of the track?
You can control what you could if you had decoders on, say, lights and what have you. You can control that from here.
Right.
So you can control all your accessories as well, as long as it's got a digital decoder in it. So
You can't control the actual locomotive.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Noises.
Yep.
All off
the
this
whole
app.
lit off the iPad.
Okay, right, that's
And
pretty
because
cool.
I love a switch, it's actually still switchable on the Gauge Master thing, so I can still use the old Prodigy handset if I want to.
Did someone put you onto this, or?
Yeah, well, I saw a video by Eric, Underground Eric he's called, on YouTube. Probably better off watching his video of this, because he explains it a lot better.
And got fingers that work.
And his work. But it's what I'd essentially been looking for all this time. And there's so much similar things out there, it all gets a bit confusing, and I was like, how, is this going to work? This is me just setting the route now, so sorry to interrupt myself again. You set the route by saying I want that point, and that point to change at the push of this button. Wallop. I was worried if it was going to work with the way I've wired it up, blah blah blah, but actually it was just a case of unconnecting the Prodigy
Yeah.
and plugging this in.
So it was
Or in my
almost
case-
plug and play.
Yeah, in my case, put it into a switch so I can change it. Because I love a switch. Because obviously, if you're new to this channel, I also have the upper loop switchable between DC and DCC, of which there is another video, which you probably won't want to watch either, because it's about as much use as this one. What?
Do we have to sit here and just watch this now for a
Yeah,
bit?
do you know what? In my mind, when I filmed
Yeah.
it, I was describing it really well. So what you can see here, I'm adding these points.
Yeah.
Turnouts, whatever you want to call them. We turn out something very different in this game. I was adding those into the route that I want, and then you set which way you want them, and then you literally, like I say, it's one button, bosh, 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 that's your route, and then you do a thumbs up to the camera, and you're away. That, I was counting, buttons. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it, and I wish I'd found it sooner, to be honest, because alright, it was, I'm not going to say it was fun building that panel thing, because it wasn't. But this has made
You
it
were
so
really
much
proud of
easier.
the panel.
So here we
I was
go.
proud of the panel for
But
you as well.
it was alright. So here we go, live action.
Excellent.
Going to set my route. If I remember correctly, I want to get one thing from one side of the screen to the other. I should have written it down. I think there's something in lane 1 of the shed. So I've set the route to come out of there. Point motors would have changed.
Will this control the speed of the and everything?
Yeah, well, in a minute we will see how that works. I think new Acura scale Deltic there. What a beast that is!
Yeah.
Weighs nearly a kilogram.
Really?
Yeah, so
It's got some traction.
it's pucker model. I think when filming this, I'm assuming that I've got something interesting to say. Oh look, I'm pointing, and so we're going from there, look,
Yep.
to there via the gift of pointing.
No, you did a thing. You showed.
Yeah.
You showed.
So I've set the route now. Boom. Point motors are changing. I'm resting my hands. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. It's going that way. Right, so now we need to play. Just play.
You're
so now
actually inside a train then.
yeah, one side you've got your loco roster. So these are all my locos. I've
You
chosen
have to
the
take photos of them.
Yeah, well, you don't have to, but it just makes it easier to identify them. So rather than having the numbers, it's just a picture now.
Yeah.
Gary the 9F or
Yeah.
blue one, blue 2. So that is, I'm controlling the speed of the loco there. So you've got the orange up and down. Okay. That's your speed.
So it's like almost like a computer game, but with real life models.
Exactly.
Now. This
and
is cool.
on you see the writing there. That's all the different sound. You have to program it all in, but that's all your different sound options. So if you want to whistle, you've got it there. Press whistle and.
Just doing a chart.
Yeah. So here we go. That is making its merry way from left to right, or if you're watching this in the mirror, right to left. I mean, it's fascinating stuff, isn't it?
It is. All this time, this is what we've come up with.
I know. So, well,
it's great.
Yeah. It's a lot. I've actually spent a bit more time doing little shunty things because it's easier now. Because you can see that the route's okay. Because what was really annoying before is you'd go to do some manoeuvres. Oh, I haven't set the points properly. Beep, beep, beep. The whole thing shorts out, goes on fire. So it makes it more enjoyable to use. So now I'm doing something else. I've set a route.
You have?
I mean, this is exciting. What about you? Yeah. Really
we should just tell people to get some snacks and just.
I mean, if you haven't already got some snacks, don't bother because we're nearly finished. I think, unless you like snacks. I like snacks.
Snacks, are alright. Yeah,
there we go. It was the Delta. It was moving. I mean, I was excited to see that it was that because I can remember. Oh, I think I'm going to pop her in the shed.
Nice.
For some extra excitement. I might be wrong. So yeah, it's just all done with the finger. I really want to see those fingers. Do you know what I mean? It's augmentation of reality. And,
I am genuinely like, that's quite cool because it is like you say, computer game meets real life models, which is the best of both worlds.
There is actually a thing where you can have an in-cab view and you can set it up so you can say. But because it's a German or something app, it's not like familiar loco-y type thing. So it's not like you get a picture of a standard.
Actually, you could hook it up with a little camera at the front of the.
You probably can. There's so much to all this that I just don't understand or know about, or ever will.
Here it goes, look.
See, if just a push of a button to change all them points, nothing's caught fire yet. I don't think anything catches fire. Sorry to. If that's what you're waiting for something exciting, it's not. It's just me showing you that. Do you think I've done too much showing how this works? Or?
No, I think you've proven your point.
Good. See, what I didn't, because it's been so long, what I didn't, and it was important to say that we've done this because it means we have actually done something. I'm kind of thinking, do we bother going down the road of this is how I do the grass, this is how I do this? If people want to see it after I've done the video, they can ask, and we will gladly do a video. But actually, it's all we've done it historically. But actually, all the information is on the internet. That's where I learned it from. I didn't make it up. Just watch someone else's video. Maybe we just say watch this video, not this video. That.
Then what's the point in making these videos?
I don't know really. Because it's to document our progress. I mean,
true.
In the time we've started, we've learnt a lot. It's come a long way. Isn't it?
Oh, massively.
Train going past.
Real life train.
Oh, there we go. Now the Atlantic's back. It's back.
It's jumped straight in his grave, isn't it? That's naughty.
When you least expected it, it's back. See? That was mild peril. And see now, I'm going to show you that A3 that we looked at briefly earlier on.
Okay.
That Rocco Models did a sound fit to. And to make it do a go.
Support local model shops.
Yeah. See, this is, I'm pushing buttons.
And
it's making noises that you can't hear, but the viewers should hopefully be able to hear. It's so responsive, my iPad. It's like.
You sure it's not your fingers?
Yeah, it might be. Misspent youth shaving off my fingertips. Wasn't me. But I mean, have you got any questions? Maybe.
No, I think I covered it. No, I've got no questions.
Not
I've got
about
nothing.
Any of it. Not necessarily, but just about.
You still enjoying it?
I am. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more money. But your kids are only young once, and it's a balancing act, isn't it? I can tit about with this when I'm older and they're older.
Want to still hop in and have a little go? Is he not
Really,
thriving with it at the
no,
moment?
he's over it at the minute. But this will still be here when they're teenagers or older and don't want to talk to me anymore.
I'm just trying to think, as a kid, I remember my uncle having his one in the loft, but we very rarely got to see that.
Yeah.
But like we used to with the Flying Scotsman and a few other things, but that was only ever a bit of board. We used to build Lego things to go around it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was still good fun. But if we saw something like this, it'd be like pretty special.
Problem is they've got so much going on, the Litlands, haven't they, these days?
Yeah, true.
Computer games and what have you, so far advanced compared to where we are. I mean, if the Spectrum or the Amstrad came out, it was a treat, wasn't it? It wasn't. Now it's just there, it's plugged into the telly.
Wooden-cased computer.
Yeah, wind it up, pop the tape in, wait for it to load.
Did you show the boy on the computer simulator train thing you got? Where to go on one of the trains?
Oh yeah, he doesn't care about that.
No.
He's playing, I don't know, Roblox or some other nonsense. So I think that's it for the sort of layout update. Do you think that was concise enough, or it was a fairly a skim? If people out there are expecting some massive thing, which we may have oversold it a little bit.
I think for the time constraints and the obstacles that have been put in our life recently, that is a fairly concise, updated.
I was going to do
video.
the next video. I was going to do some of the new locos I've got.
I was going to say you've had a
which
few.
is going to take forever.
Have you
That's
done
what it's gonna do.
unboxing? You like unboxing?
I don't think people like
No?
unboxing. No. Problem is, none of them are new anymore. When I got them, obviously they were like a new model, like the W1 Hush Hush or whatever.
Yeah.
But now they're not that new anymore. So, but anyway, if you anything in particular you'd like the next video to be about, let us know. I mean, hopefully we haven't failed you with this one. We have done stuff, or if there's just a little bit you want us to talk more about, let us know in the comments. And you can't see because comments, and we might make a video about that at some point in the next couple of years.
I just don't want to let them down.
I think it's a bit late for that. Let's be honest, no one makes it this far anyway. So,
No, true.
we
might as well just be talking about amongst ourselves, really.
Which we pretty much have been for the last half hour. So, thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, hopefully it's whetted your appetite. I'll try and make another video real soon. But I'm not going to promise anything because I'm busy. That was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? Should I say that again?
Yeah, it was really aggressive.
Sorry. I'll try and make a video again soon, but it's a balancing act between using the layout, building the layout, and producing this fine, no expense spent production.
Plus more life. And COVID, yeah.
You had COVID, didn't you, last week? Which is why it's a week late.
That was my fault.
Yeah. So, what's the other like, comment and subscribe.
Notifications.
Tell your mates, get notifications.
Little bell icon thing.
And
we will do better.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
I think that's it. Bob.
Ebb and flow.
There was none of that. None of that.
Brilliant.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers, folks.
See you next time.
Bye.
Wasn't that fun? I don't know.
Could be alright.
Oh well, we'll see. Everyone's a critic. Leave that one in.